Lads, TikTok and YouTube Shorts are currently being taken over by the baby army. Right now you have pages like News Baby, who is generating millions and millions of views by just re-uploading Dylan Page's videos and turning him into a baby. Even babies are making bank with short form content now. It is getting ridiculous. Anyways, it's not just this page. You've got pages like Baby Ginge, you've got Baby Sidemen pages, and I'm sure there are going to be many more baby characters on the way. I mean, you never know, we could even get a Baby Nador page going. You know, I wouldn't rule it out. Anyways, the baby niche right now is going absolutely mega viral, with this baby news page generating over 30 million views in the past month. 30 million views. It's absolutely insane to say that he's just reposting Dylan Page's videos. And this is just on TikTok, by the way. Never mind how many views he's also getting on YouTube Shorts. Like, this guy's making absolute bank. Now, a lot of you might not have heard about this trend yet because it is very, very new. In fact, even the most popular page only started like 3 weeks ago. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if these guys have already made over like $10,000 making these videos just because of how insane the views are. Like, these videos have such high viral potential. It turns out by just changing a normal viral clip into a baby form makes it go mega viral into the millions and millions of views. So obviously, because all this is going on, you know, I had to spend the last 5 hours trying to figure out how these guys are making these videos. So definitely make sure you like this video because I nearly crashed out a fair few times trying to figure this out. You don't understand how many softwares there are out there and how many I had to test out to make this video. Honestly, my computer nearly got thrown out my window a few times to say the least. Anyways, let me stop yapping and let's dive straight into the tutorial. Alright, so I filmed that intro at like 11 this morning and it's now like 6 in the afternoon. This guy's gained an extra 50,000 followers in like a 6-hour period. It's ridiculous. Like, just look at some of these videos: 4.5 million, 9 million, 4 million, 400,000, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Like, I don't think you lot actually understand how crazy it is that this guy's pulling this many views from a brand new account. Like, all of his videos are bangers and like he's literally making 1 minute long videos. He knows what he's doing, making that TikTok creator bread. Originally, you know, I thought it'd only work with this News Baby page. I thought it was like, it could be just like a niche, if that makes sense. But literally, it is taking off so much right now. You've got this brand new page called Baby Sidemen that I've just started. And as you can see, some of their videos are starting to pop off now. 440,000, 300,000 over there. It seems like you can just take anyone, any celebrity, any influencer, turn them into a baby, and then just re-upload the content. It gets around the unoriginal content flag because, you know, it's completely transformed and it's still engaging content because it's still like the influencers. People like seeing this stuff. All right, so let's say we want to make a baby KSI. Let's say we want to clip some KSI videos. I want to make a baby KSI. The first thing that we're going to do is type in KSI into Google, and we're going to try and find like a good picture. But in fact, let's do KSI Studio, KSI Game Room. Basically, we want to find a video of KSI recording in his YouTube. KSI YouTube room. If you're struggling like I am to find a picture on Google Images, we can just type in KSI or the influencer that you're wanting to turn into a baby. We're going to go onto his videos. Make sure you change the quality to the highest quality there is. Wait for a good like still image of him where he looks like he can be clipped. There we go, something like this. You know, you've got his actual studio in there. All we're going to do then is go over to the snipping tool and we're going to snip this frame out. All right, then what we're going to do is just go over to ChatGPT. We're going to click Control V and we're just going to copy that snippet into ChatGPT, and then we're just going to basically ask, can you turn this person into a baby? Simple as that. And then basically what ChatGPT is going to do is it's going to keep KSI's like features and stuff, but it's going to just turn him into a baby. So it's going to basically make it look like how KSI would look if he was a baby. Now, we might have to play around with this prompt a little bit to get the desired outcome. Like, if we want them to look a certain sort of way, like a certain sort of style, maybe a bit cartoony, maybe a bit, you know, abstract, or whatever the style. We're going to see what it cooks up first, and then we're going to go into, you know, maybe getting the prompt a little bit better. Right, boom. Look at that. That literally looks perfect. It's kept his bandana. It's kept the Prime bottles in the background. It's even kept the style of his t-shirt in the video. It's kept the neon writing. It looks like KSI Studio, but obviously it's him as a baby. So we didn't even have to do any crazy prompt engineering. ChatGPT is honestly on steroids at the minute. So that is the frame that we're going to use for most of our videos now. Make sure you pick a good image like I did here. Make sure you're happy with it because this is going to be probably the same images that you're using in all your videos. You don't really need to change this up. Maybe like every 10 videos you could change like his t-shirt or something. But again, just make sure you're happy with this before you move on. Right, so now that we've generated the AI baby KSI, we actually need to find a viral clip to animate, because we don't want to put all this work and effort into, you know, animating a KSI clip for it not actually to perform on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. We want to make sure if we're putting in this work, we're going to get a viral video. So all I've typed up here is KSI One Question Go. It's just one of these viral series that he runs on his channel. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to transfer one of these videos into a baby video. So it's going to be the exact same video, but it's going to be him as a baby. And we've already got social proof, 720,000 likes. This one's got 174,000 likes. So let's click on this one.
Go. I'm trying to save up for my first.
Great, you know, it's got loads of saves, loads of likes, loads of views. All we're then going to do is drop this into CapCut here. And then what we basically have to do is cut out the parts where KSI is not speaking, because we don't want to actually animate the baby KSI speaking the other guy's words, if that makes sense. So we just want to play the clip.
One question, go.
And then we want to click split.
I'm trying to save up for my first car in it, but I'm struggling.
Where the other guy stops speaking, you want to click split again and split again. Then what you want to basically do after you've trimmed it up like that, you want to cut out the other person speaking. So cut. Then what you want to do is when you got these files is you want to go over to export, go over to audio MP3, make sure MP3 is selected, get rid of video, you don't need that, and then just click export here. Then what we're going to do is go over to a platform called Hedra. Now Hedra actually allows us to create these animated videos, and you can do it for completely free. They give you like 300 credits for free every single month, so you can just try this out and see if it will work for you. It's really good. Anyway, we're going to click on the start frame down here. Click upload image. We want to upload that KSI image we got earlier. We want to go to audio script and then actually upload the audio that we just generated from CapCut. Now as you can see, it says free users can only use 20 seconds of audio, which is fine. It just means that you're going to have to upload multiple clips if you're trying to go for that 1 minute mark. But when you're just starting out and you're a new YouTube Shorts page or a new TikTok page, you don't have to worry about hitting that 1 minute mark straight away, because at the end of the day we're just trying to get followers on these pages, get eyeballs on the pages, and we can worry about getting paid once we reach those requirements. Okay, add to video. So we've got the voice, we've got the baby picture, and then into Hedra we basically want to make sure that 9:16 is selected, and then in the prompt we want to basically say make the photo talk with the audio I have supplied, make sure his head is moving, keep it animated. All right, once you've got the prompt in, you just want to click send off, and then it's basically just going to start preparing your video. Now because this is free and we can do this for free, it might take a while to actually generate, but again it's free so you can't complain. So I'll be back once this video has finished generating. All right boys, and just like that we have this crazy animated video. Look how good of a job that's done, by the way. That has literally cooked up a perfect animated AI video for us right here. Last time I told you to cut out all of the other speakers parts. This time you're going to cut out all of KSI's parts. We go cut. So now the only clips that we've got in here is the other speaker. Now if you've just got a video of your speaker just speaking normally, where it's not reacting to something, it's not doing anything, you don't have to do these extra steps. You can just have the baby audio play in its entirety. But this is if you're trying to do these like reaction style ones, you know, if you're trying to copy off some of these clips. A lot of these clips have like other speakers and stuff, so this is just if you're trying to do that. Anyway, so we actually want to drag over this, we want to extract the audio, and then we want to hide this track. Then basically what we want to do is we want to make this baby KSI a little bit bigger and put him down here. So then if we play the clip now, it's going to sound a little something like this.
One question, go. I'm trying to save up for my first car in it, but I'm struggling. Help us look around. How much have you got saved up? So far I've got $1,000 saved up. Alright, and how much do you need to...
So this is literally perfect. It's literally animated perfectly. We've got the clips in between, and KSI stops speaking and he just kind of looks around and does whatever and keeps moving when the other guy's speaking. So this has turned out really, really well. The only problem is we've got this big black bar at the top. Because of the way that ChatGPT generated the image, we've got like this space. Now what you can do for this black space at the top is you can either use an AI to actually image expand that, so it's just the full clip, or you can just add some images on the top. It's completely up to you. So like this guy in this clip, he's trying to save up for a car, so you could just type in like first car, go over to images. Oh, we don't want to go that far back. Let's just type in like a Ford Fiesta. Yeah, that's a standard first car. Let's just do something like this. I'm going to show you two different ways, by the way, of what you can do. So this is the first way. You can add these images. What I'd do is I'd drag the image below KSI here. So, and then just drag the image something like that. Then you want to add some movement to the images at the top, or if you want, you could just go over to animation, click over to combo, and just click on like zoom or something.
But I'm struggling. Help us with out.
But basically, if you're doing this method, you'd have to keep on adding images, I'd say at least every 4 seconds. So, you know, like you'd have the zoom effect here, and then you'd go over to a next image. Or what you could do is you could expand this. So I'll show you the expand method now, is you could export this still frame here, put it over to a software like Photoshop. I'm sure there's some free ones as well. And then actually just click generated full. What it's going to do is it's going to actually expand the image so you get the full width when people are watching. Now, there might be some rough edges like here. If there is, you just have to draw around the rough edges, something like that, and just ask it to fill in again. Something like that. You know, if you really wanted to, you get a paintbrush. You get a paintbrush and just like, you know, fix that there. You know, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but you can make it look as nice as you want. But basically then you just get rid of the source image at the bottom, save this as a PNG, and then once it's saved as a PNG, we can just drag this over to CapCut. And then as you can see, it's actually expanded the entire image to fit the full page. So replay it.
One question, go.
I'm trying to save up for my first car in it, but I'm struggling. Help us with out.
How much have you got saved up?
So it just looks like that instead of the car way. So it's up to you which method you choose. I like both methods. So, you know, you show a few clips, then you show the full image, then you show a few clips. I think that's what will perform best, but it's completely up to you. But this is essentially how these guys are making these AI baby videos. It's honestly that easy, and they're raking up millions of views. Make sure you join the free Discord down below. Make sure you upload these to TikTok and YouTube Shorts to maximize your earnings. This niche is literally blowing up right now, so you want to take advantage of it while you can.